Hello to you all, Millie Lloyd. Today's old school opinion is on when is the first canon entry into a movie franchise going to be a game. Before we begin, please like, comment, share, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. It will help the channel grow and make an old man happy. Let's get into the video. A few years ago, the revenue made from gaming started to exceed the revenue from movies, and that gap continues to grow year upon year. So wouldn't it be possibly more lucrative to make a game-based entry into a franchise? I don't mean a sequel that connects to nothing after Aliens, Colonial Marines, nor a game based on a movie. I mean something in canon that fits into the cinematic universe. In years gone by, there may have been an excuse. The graphics have looked subpar in the past. But with the graphics of the past 3 years, I would argue that the time is getting near for that to no longer be an issue. With the PlayStation 5, we can only imagine how the games are going to look by 2022, which is fine and all, but there is an argument for now being the time. Now the PlayStation doesn't get ray tracing, and the next gen can. Still, I think there is several titles that show the time is right to make that game movie canon entry. Let's begin with Guerrilla Games. They developed the Decima engine. This has proved time and time again how amazing games can look and how far they have come. Developed in 2013, it's been used in several great games, starting with Killzone Shadowfall, Until Dawn Rush of Blood, Riggs Mechanized Combat League, Horizon Zero Dawn, and the upcoming Death Stranding. All have used this game engine. The characters look jaw-dropping, the scenery is almost awe-inspiring. Seeing what Hideo Kojima has done with it, I can only imagine what it can do with the PlayStation 5, and yes, it is up and running on the system. Insomniac have always had games with flair to them. However, Marvel's Spider-Man looks close to movie quality as it is. That open world is nothing short of amazing. As Sister Pen has said, she doesn't like Spider-Man and she isn't really into open world games, and yet even she is blown away visually by this game. You can't help but look at it. Again, this is like looking at a movie in places. This also is running on the PlayStation 5. Insomniac have made some outstanding games over the years, but this was a whole other level of excellence. Two companies that make cinematic experiences are Quantic Dream and Supermassive Games. Both have made games that are easily mistaken for movies. These games would suit so many genres of movie and certainly could have different endings or options. The movement and textures just all look amazing, with actors and actresses now starting to take work in the medium. What we need now is for some directors and filmmakers backing these games. I feel that they should consider this. Age would no longer matter of the actor. Stunts would not cost as much and the danger would be non-existent. Special effects could also be cheaper. I am not saying I want a game based in a universe lasting 40 to 50 hours. What I want is an actual game that is an entry into a franchise with either a film or another game following on from the game. These franchises I believe it could work with. Star Wars, Middle Earth, superhero movies and Fantastic Beasts could all work fine. Now I get it's a big ask and maybe it's a bit of a risk, and certainly think we may be a little way off from those canon entries, but hope lies with Guillermo del Toro. Guillermo del Toro have been interested in making the Silent Hills game with Hideo Kojima. Unfortunately that has fallen apart. There must be more games that directors are interested in. As we step into next generation and the likes of Rami Malek, Norman Reedus, Mads Mikkelsen, Guillermo del Toro, Lindsay Wagner, Christopher Judge and Keanu Reeves all adding legitimacy to games, showing what games can be and that it can be a lucrative way for an actor to make a living. With more people who are stepping into the gaming arena, it only seems a matter of time before more actors step into more gaming roles. If so, why am I making this video? Because I think once the floodgates open, it will become commonplace. As blockbusters cost more than games to develop, it may be something that is in the future, but I can't wait. As to when, I think around 2022. Why? I think a couple of years into the next generation of consoles, imagine what those graphics are going to look like. Whilst a movie lasts between 90 minutes to 2 hours, normally a game lasts a lot longer. So development could be even lower if they're making a game that is only going to last, say, 3 to 5 hours. However, they could make certain dialogue optional, information that you can read or watch if you choose to. So let's see who is first and what franchise dives into this technology. My guess may be the new Matrix, because there's been whisperings of a new Matrix. Oh, and cinema. Maybe at the cinema it's on the rails and the audience would vote upon the decisions. So that about wraps it up. If you would, please visit my channel and leave your opinion in the comments down below. I will answer you all. Have a great day. Old School Gamer 1971 signing off.